the National Car Rental Racehorse Digest. Hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln, back on the Racehorse Digest after our trip to Ireland for the Budweiser Irish Derby. But the week's top race in the USA was featured Sunday right here on ESPN, the debut of our NTRA Racing to the Breeders' Cup Series. The $1 Million Hollywood Gold Cup Thoroughbreds 3 and up, going 1.25 miles. Let's look at the field of 8 after Silver Charm was not entered because of a high temperature last week. Gentleman Porto Madero at 8-5 getting support. There's the race favorite Skipaway, 2-5 with Jerry Bailey. Everything else, big prices. Mud Route 11-1 with Chris McCarron on the outside. Now our feature race of the week, the $1 Million Hollywood Gold Cup. Here's Tom Durkin's call for ESPN.
And they're off. Skipaway was off to a good start, and Bud Royale is coming up now. Gentleman is right there with Skipaway. He is right at his flank. As they move by us for the first time, Bailey takes the initiative with Skipaway. He's got an early lead, and Gentleman is glued to him right from the beginning. Bud Royale is running in third. Mud Route will be taken 4 wide going into the clubhouse turn. Backshot gets a ground-saving position toward the inside. Then Puerto Madero, followed by Floricelli, and a long way back at 6 or 7 lengths back to Don't Blame Rio, the trailer, as they round the first turn. And Skipaway steps out by 1.5 lengths, tracked by Gentleman all the way. Bud Royale on the outside. The first quarter went in 23 seconds flat as they make that bend into the backstretch. Skipaway a length, Gentleman 2.5. Bud Royale on the outside running in third. Backshot trying to keep up early in fourth. Mud Route settled about 4 or 5 lengths from the lead in the early going. Then a break of 3 to Puerto Madero, to his inside Floricelli, and a big long break back to Don't Blame Rio, far behind the opening half mile, 46 2/5 seconds. And now Gary Stevens turning up the pressure with Gentleman. He is right at the throat latch of Skipaway. They have been 1-2 throughout through the first 6 furlongs of this race, which has been running 109 3. Testing fractions now, and Gentleman and Skipaway separating themselves from the field. They've now opened up 6 lengths on Mud Route, who now advances to third around the far turn, and heavy pressure from Gentleman, desperately trying to get by Skipaway. Skipaway and Gentleman moving in powerful tandem around the far turn. They are inseparable as they approach the quarter pole. 2 furlongs left here. It's 4 lengths back to Mud Route running in third, and the field turns for home. Skipaway on the inside, tenaciously holding on to the lead. Gentleman's been trying to get by him for 5 furlongs now, but it is still Skipaway. 1 furlong left. He turns back, Gentleman, toward the inside. Puerto Madero is coming like a rocket. Time running out. Skipaway Legwery. Puerto Madero closing. Here's the line, and Skipaway does it.
Skipaway for Sonny and Caroline, a kiss of victory, proving again he's America's #1 thoroughbred with his 7th consecutive victory, taking the Hollywood Gold Cup by 1 3/4 lengths. Skipaway, the 5-year-old son of Skip Trial, owned by Caroline Hine, trained by her husband Sonny. After the race, we had these comments from Jerry Bailey.
I've always said that if they want to run with him, they're in trouble. He'll put them away and still have something left. And I knew pretty early on what the setup was. I figured Gentleman would hook me, and Mandela's other horse would try and come get him, but he's too much horse.
National Car Rental Racehorse Digest is brought to you by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. By Alan and Madeline Paulson's Brookside Farm. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. And by the Arabian Jockey Club, setting the standard for Arabian racing.
Let's go!
Vacation travelers know that when it comes to renting a car, there's really only one place to go, National Car Rental, especially if you're going to the happiest place on earth. Because as the official car rental company of Disneyland in Southern California, National gets you in your car and on the road fast for a family vacation you'll never forget. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Disneyland with National Car Rental.
When you're looking to buy racing success, you start with a successful sire. Theatrical at Brookside Farm in Versailles, Kentucky leads the way. From just 7 crops to race, his sons and daughters have earned almost $30 million worldwide. Theatrical has sired 60 stakes horses, 40 stakes winners, and over half have won graded stakes. Brookside Farms Eclipse and Breeders' Cup champion Theatrical, a champion at stud.
So what are we going to do today, Matt?
Shave it off, all of it. Just.
Okay.
It's just this dandruff. It goes away, comes back, goes away, comes back.
Well, we can take care of that.
Head and Shoulders?
With regular shampoo, flakes can keep coming back. But Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes before they start. You may never see flakes again.
And your hair looks great.
Glad I didn't do something stupid like shave my head.
Head & Shoulders changes dandruff problems into beautiful hair.
Why is quarter horse racing different? It's more exciting at the start, faster in the middle, closer at the finish, and it's easier to learn. With a variety of publications, videos, and seminars, there's helpful information available for newcomers and experts alike. So dig in, hang on, let the dirt fly, and let AQHA help. Call 1-800-414-RIDE.
We're back on National Car Rental Racehorse Digest. Before we head to our thoroughbred recap, here are the thoroughbred money leaders after the first half of the year. Silver Charm, and look at this. Skip Away is moving in real quiet, third right now. Ladies first on this week's thoroughbred race recap with the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes for 3-year-old fillies. They go 9 furlongs, a $200,000 purse at Belmont Park, New York on Saturday. Now this is the second leg of the Triple Tierra Series for fillies. The Acorn Stakes winner, Jersey Girl, on a 5-race win streak, was trying for that second jewel. We'll pick up Tom Durkin's call now of the Mother Goose from Belmont Park in New York.
And Jersey Girl rolls to the lead, and she's opening up on the field by 3. Canis Diana's been left behind running second. Added Gold under a heavy drive, she's third. Banshee Breeze on the far outside fourth, and Keeper Hill is coming now in the final furlong. Jersey Girl, 3.5 length lead. Canis Diana running in second. Keeper Hill continues to close, but time running out. It's Jersey Girl there by 3. Keeper Hill gobbling up ground as they come down to the line. Here's the finish. Jersey Girl holds on.
She is the queen. Jersey Girl, 1 jewel away now from taking the Triple Tierra in New York. Bred just across the Hudson River in New Jersey, the filly has now won 6 consecutive races. Todd Fletcher trains the Chestnut Daughter, Belong to Me, for the Ackerley Brothers Farm. The winning jockey was Mike Smith. The next test for Jersey Girl to claim the Triple Tierra, the Grade 1 Coaching Club American Oaks on July 25th. Keeper Hill, the Kentucky Oaks winner, finished a very game second here. Over to the West Coast now. Big weekend of racing at Hollywood Park. We'll start with the Vanity Invitational Handicap for fillies and mares 3 and up. It's a Grade 1 race at 1 1/8 worth $350,000. The favorite, Messina, is on the lead with Jerry Bailey.
6 furlongs in 1:11 flat, and Jerry Bailey now says go with Asina, and Asina taking charge past the quarter pole. House a Dancer trying to go by from the outside. Different could not go with Asina, and 3 farther back to Fleet Lady in the stretch drive. Asina shaken up by Bailey from a stubborn long shot. House a Dancer on the outside. Asina responding to the challenge, and she shrugs off House a Dancer, and Asina kicking clear. Asina goes on to win the Vanity. Asina winning the Vanity by 2. House a Dancer second, and Different was third.
Asina shows her class in the Vanity. The Alan Paulson-owned mare earns her 4th consecutive graded stakes win. Chalks up her 3rd Grade 1 victory. This 5-year-old by Strawberry Road is trained by Billy Mott, ridden to the winner's circle here by Jerry Bailey. Very profitable weekend for the New York rider. He'd also win, of course, the Hollywood Gold Cup on Skip Away. Asina placed 3rd in last year's Breeders' Cup Distaff. Picked up the fleur-de-lis last time out. She's now earned over $1.8 million for Alan and Madeline Paulson, with a kiss there to Jerry Bailey. Sunday to Hollywood, the 44th running of the Grade 2 Agleam Handicap, a $250,000 7-furlong race for fillies and mares 3 and up. Exotic Wood, the 1-2 favorite, saddled by her new trainer David Hoffman, coming on the outside in the blue and white.
Half and 44 and 3 around the far turn. APSA in front by a length and a half. Closed escrow hugs the inside rail. Here comes McCarran and Exotic Wood looping up on the far outside. Whip comes out on Love That Jazz. That Advancing Star in the stretch drive. APSA still with plenty left in the tank. She's clear by 2. Exotic Wood on the far outside trying to come and get her, but APSA will have none of that. APSA strong and winning the Agleam Handicap. APSA by 4.
APSA romps to the finish by a commanding 4 lengths over Exotic Wood. Time 1:20 and 2, good enough to equal the track record. Bred and owned by Trudy McCaffrey and John Taufman, the daughter of A.P. Indy out of Nice Assay, is trained by Paco Gonzalez. Hall of Famer jockey Eddie De La Houssaye rode the Bay Filly wire to wire. A.P. Assay, never off the board, has now won 4 of 5 starts and finished the other race in 3rd place. A.P. Assay makes her stakes debut, a winning one, here in the Agleam Handicap. We're now Saturday at Hollywood Park for the 7-furlong Grade 2 Triple Bend Breeders' Cup Handicap. This is a race for 3-year-olds worth $300,000. Bobby Frank will train Exeter Man, the Yellow Silks, just giving it up now to Son of a Pistol. The Son of a Pistol goes on to take the victory by 1 1/4 lengths. Son of a Pistol, a $23,000 yearling purchase at the Keeneland Sales, was victorious in the Puerto Grande Breeders' Cup last April. He adds this race to his record now of 7 wins and 11 starts. 6-year-old gelding by Big Pistol is owned by Assisto, BBC Stables in Davenport. Trainer Bruce Headley conditions the son of A Pistol. Alex Solis was up for the $120,000 first place prize. Gene Sahadi's Breeders' Cup Sprint Champ Elmhurst, a disappointing 9th. Now to Louisville, Kentucky, and Churchill Downs closing weekend of racing. Sunday, the Grade 3 $250,000 Firecracker Breeders' Cup Handicap for 3-year-olds going a mile on the turf. 9 went to the start. Here's Kurt Beck with the call of the Firecracker.
On to the last turn. Claire's Honor leads it again by a neck. Cesaro is second. River Squall takes to the far outside. Soviet Line sneaks up toward the hedge in 4th and looks for some running room, just a 1.5 lengths off the leaders. Then Robin Jen, Honor Glide, and still lasting approval is far back. They're coming past the 8th pole now. Soviet Line has clear running after Claire's Honor. Now Optic Nerve and Honor Glide are coming quickly in the center of the course, but they've only got a 16th left. Claire's Honor is determined. Soviet Line is there. Honor Glide, then Optic Nerve, a driving finish. Here's the line, heads bobbing, too close to call.
The photo showed Claire's Honor taking the victory here and a first place check of $177,630. Claire's Honor's had a rather undistinguished career on the dirt in his last 6 starts. Coming here just holding off by a nose, Karen McLaughlin's Soviet Line to take the victory at Churchill Downs. Ridden here by Tony D'Amico. At Merriworth Farms, Mike Chamorro trains his 4-year-old Gray, who earns his first graded stakes win. Fine victory in the Firecracker at Churchill Downs. Saturday at the Downs, it was the Grade 3 $100,000 Bashford Manor, a sprint race of 6 furlongs for 2-year-olds. Dwayne Lucas sending out a duo of Time Bandit and Yes It's True, dueling on the lead here. They were the 1-9 favorites.
3/8 to come. Yes, It's True. And Time Bandit joined now by Late Carson, who's right there in 3rd. 2 more lengths to House of Daher in 4th. They're coming to the quarter pole. Then Chief Howcome, Saratoga Summer, Rabahush, and Fantastish. Into the stretch, Time Bandit and Yes It's True. The entry continues its duel after a half in a brisk 44 and 4/5 seconds. Late Carson, then House of Daher, Saratoga Summer, and Chief Howcome. And now Time Bandit is threatening to hand Yes It's True his first lifetime defeat. After that, it's House of Daher and Saratoga Summer. And the win streak comes to an end. Time Bandit defeats Yes It's True.
But it was a 1-2 finish for the owners, Padua Stables, and trainer Dwayne Lucas here in the Bashford Manor with Time Bandit and Yes It's True. Time Bandit is son of Time for a Change sent to Lucas's barn after an 11-length victory at Keeneland this past April. Jockey Charlie Woods here on Time Bandit in the winner's circle, piloting the chestnut colt to the victory. It's an $85,000 Keeneland yearling purchase. He's now won 2 of his 4 starts. Second place, Yes It's True, also Padua Stables and Dwayne Lucas. As we head into July, let's update the Visa 3-year-old championship point standings. Real quiet, Victory Gallop, strong 1-2. Coming up next, it's quarter horse racing from Los Alamitos in Southern California, straight ahead on the Racehorse Digest.
You're telling me that NASA is going to kill the president with an earthquake?
He's a conspiracy nut.
That's what they want you to think.
They who?
With a million theories, but one just hit too close to home.
There he is. I was right. What was I right about?
Jerry is very dangerous.
Who are you?
Just a guy trying to put out a fire.
Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts.
I believe you.
Conspiracy Theory.
To order HBO, call 1-800-TCI-2290.
Aliens.
It's a queen.
In your home.
He is breeding.
On pay-per-view.
There's a monster in your chest.
If you thought the terror was over.
What the hell is going on here?
Think again.
She'll breed. You'll die.
We're not leaving in here.
Sigourney Weaver, Winona Ryder.
We gotta blow the ship.
Alien Resurrection. Sci-fi thrills made to order on pay-per-view.
Final 8, and it becomes a true measure of a team's will to win. Who will survive? The World Cup quarterfinals. Friday at 10:30 on ESPN2.
Want to remind you, our visit next week, same day, but a bit later than usual, Wednesday at 5 o'clock, first play of Racehorse Digest. This season, prominent quarter horse owner Ed Allred engaged some new trainers for his vast operation. One is Kelly Long, who won the Cal Sires Cup Derby with Girl's Secret last month. Another, Heath Taylor. He saddled Don Callender in the Grade 1 Vessel's Maturity Friday night at Los Alamitos. Now, Don Callender was the third fastest qualifier and the second wagering choice for the $140,000 event. Made a deserving favorite in the Vessels, Artesia's First Down, to look super in the qualifying trials. Here's Ed Burgart's call to the Vessel's Maturity.
And away they go in the Vessel's Maturity. And Artesia's First Down, Don Callender and I'm Flying Too, and Blush and Bugs, the four that came away well. And Winning Rhythms also right there, but Don Callender absolutely full of run down on the inside with I'm Flying Too. Blush and Bugs now coming on fastest, Fly Out of Death. There will be no mistakes for Don Callender, easily winning the Vessel's Maturity over Artesia's First Down. A three-way photo for third.
Well, after going 0 for 13 last year, Don Callender promises a more profitable four-year-old season. The solid thumping of the always tough Artesia's First Down. For his efforts, the winner also receives a berth for the $350,000 Coors Champion of Champions in December. Joe Badea was aboard Don Callender, coming to the winner's circle here, named by owner Ed Allred for the founder of the Marie Callender's restaurant chain. And he's an appropriate horse for trainer Heath Taylor to grab his biggest career slice of stakes pie. Los Al also offered two-year-olds the $145,000 Governor's Cup Futurity, the race featuring the renewed quarter horse interest of owner-trainer D. Wayne Lucas. He had the fastest qualifier. Drop your socks and watch for Old Habits.
And away they go in the Governor's Cup Futurity. Private Venture came away well on the far outside. Comes first Gridiron, but Old Habits, he broke super tonight. He looks like he's going to be tough to beat. In fact, Dusty Simpson riding very confident. Old Habits is going on power play, and Old Habits puts it all together and beats Let It Fly. Very close for third, but Old Habits in a huge run.
Old Habits breaks away from the pack to take the Governor's Cup in handy fast over Let It Fly, and D. Wayne Lucas's Drop Your Socks. The gelding had finished 6th in his only previous stakes attempt, but improved dramatically here to grab the $60,900 first prize. Old Habits ridden by Dusty Stimson, owned by a partnership group consisting of 10 ladies. Trainer Danny Cardoza, who also won this race in 1989 during his brilliant riding career. Let's take a look now at 1997 two-year-old champion Corona Cash. This is her second start of the year. She won the Town Policy in her seasonal debut, and here takes a comfortable victory in one of 2 trials for the Grade 1 Golden State Derby. She'll bring the fastest qualifying time, in fact, into the $122,000 finals on July 10th. And she'll meet the nation's other leading 3-year-old filly, Girl Secrets. Corona Cash back in the winner's circle. And a reminder, quarter horse racing featured Sunday night on ESPN 2 at the races, 9 Pacific time. The finals of the Gold Rush Derby from Los Alamitos, stakes races from Texas, Minnesota, and Idaho. 2 at the races, quarter horse style, Sunday at 9 Pacific on ESPN 2. And a reminder, for more information on quarter horse racing, contact the American Quarter Horse Association at 1-800-414-RIDE. Coming up, the Budweiser Irish Derby and Arabian Racing from Southern California.
The Arabian Jockey Club, setting the standard for the world's original racehorse.
All across the country, from small communities to big cities. By building on the success of local independent businesses, Citgo has grown surprisingly big. In fact, Citgo now has over 14,500 locations to serve you nationwide. That's more locations than any other company of any kind in America. Surprised? Don't be. Citgo, when it counts.
You heard about the high endurance deodorant challenge from Old Spice? It's great at stopping odor. But what if you got to stop sweat? Well, now high endurance makes a powerful new antiperspirant. A white solid that goes on clear. See? No white flakes. So you can stay dry without the white mess you get from some other antiperspirants. Guaranteed. Or call 1-800-PROVE-IT and Old Spice will buy you a stick of yours. So take the challenge. Because this is more than just an antiperspirant. This is the high endurance of antiperspirants.
Something's emerging within the racing industry. It's exciting, lucrative, and growing. The Arabian Racing Cup.
What sets some people apart, gives them the confidence to succeed on their own terms. It's no secret, it's the Wall Street Journal. Now you can have that confidence delivered for 13 weeks at just $36.75, just 57 cents a day. That's a 25% savings off our regular rate, which makes now a great time to try this limited time offer. Call now, 800-443-7400. That's 800-443-7400 for the Wall Street Journal.
Well, we're halfway through 1998. Here are the jockey leaders among money earned by their mounts. Gary Stevens over $10 million. Jerry Bailey closing in, though. Ken Tusomo third. Now look at some upcoming races on the Breeders' Cup National Stakes schedule for the holiday weekend at Prairie Meadows in Iowa and Monmouth Park on the New Jersey shore. We just returned this past week from Ireland, our tape coverage of one of Europe's classic racing events for 3-year-olds, the 133rd Budweiser Irish Derby. 10 sophomores from Ireland, England, and France went after the $1.2 million prize in the mile-and-a-half classic at the Curragh in County Kildare. Here's Tony O'Hare's call.
2 furlongs out, Risk Material leads. Takarian in second. Dreamwell the favourite coming between them. Desert Fox a big run on the inside, about to be switched. Then comes City Honours. Capocatino out on the centre of the track. Takarian, Dreamwell bursting through in the centre. And they're followed by Risk Material and Desert Fox and City Honours, but it's Dreamwell who quickens away from Takarian. City Honours on the outside and racing into the closing stages. Dreamwell, the French Derby winner, is going to complete the double and doing it in fine style as the race up to the line. Cash Asmussen wins his first Irish Derby.
The French Derby winner, Dreamwell, taking Ireland's greatest racing prize, the jockey Cash Asmussen, the champion French jockey from Laredo, Texas. The English Derby runner-up, City Honours, was runner-up again, followed by Desert Fox. And you can see the entire race and the story behind this year's Budweiser Irish Derby. Join us Sunday on ESPN, 1:30 Eastern. Don't miss it. We have more Arabian racing now for you, this time from Los Alamitos Racecourse in Southern California. Now, the Arabians have been a very important part of that Los Alamitos racing scene since 1987. In fact, this year there'll be more than 250 races for the Arabians, with total purses in excess of $1.5 million. And this year, the Arabian Cup Championships, the Arabian version of the Breeders' Cup, will be held at Los Alamitos November 21st. 2 stakes races from this past weekend to show you, starting with the Friday night Oasis Handicap. Arabians 3 and up, going 7.5 furlongs. The odds-on choice is Tigger, the son of the top sire Viking. Ed Burgart has the call for us from Los Alamitos.
And Moana Schwartzik has Tiki's Bay Dust pretty relaxed out in the lead. And Tiki's Bay Dust is now 2 lengths in front. Jolly by Golly is running in second. Down along the inside is Lost Stars and Stripes. Now Tigger begins to make his run. Gary Buggs brings him to the outside, and Tigger coming on gamely with 3/16 of a mile to the finish. And Tiki's Bay Dust is still going along strongly. Tiki's Bay Dust is 2 lengths in front from Jolly by Golly. Tigger's now being asked to pick it up. He still has 3 lengths to get there, with less than 1/8 of a mile to the finish, and Tiki's Bay Dust going on strongly. Now Tigger's coming in fast between horses. Can he get there in the final strides? Tiki's Bay Dust. Gary Bogue has Tigger flying on the outside. Tiki's Bay Dust, and here comes Tigger on the outside. Very close between those two, with Jolly by Golly right there.
Tigger takes the photo after a tough start, overcoming a lot of adversity, has a strong finish here, and finishes just 1/5 of a second off the track record for Arabians, going 7.5 furlongs at Los Alamitos. Take a look at that finish again, as Tigger's coming up here, number 1, just will get to the wire first for the victory in the Oasis Handicap. Tigger is owned by Dr. Kinsman and Cheryl Wright from Tennessee. Well, they've been involved in Arabian racing for just a few years, but they got to the winner's circle here in the Oasis. Now to the Mirage Handicap, the Saturday night feature at Los Alamitos. These are fillies and mares 3 and up, going 7.5 furlongs. The big story in this one, My Time trying for a 3rd straight victory.
Onto the quarter pole they go, and Western Girl hasn't thrown in the towel yet. In fact, Western Girl still going on strongly. Datira's right with her in second. Down along the inside, waiting for room is My Way Ma. On the extreme outside, Hello Dolly. Now Mai Tai coming in powerfully, and Mai Tai is right there. Looks like any one of the front five can win. Only 2 lengths separate them. Past the 8th pole they come, and Datira is just in front on the outside of Datira. Hello Dolly, My Way Ma, Mai Tai on the far outside, Mai Tai on the outside, and My Way Ma. Now the 2 going on best, but here's going to be a 3 in a row for Mai Tai on the outside with My Way Ma coming back on. Mai Tai to beat My Way Ma. Hello Dolly in third.
It's 1-2 in the Mirage Handicap for the Magnus Racing Stable. Both Mai Tai and My Way Ma, bred by Bob and Sharon Magnus. Bob Magnus, the founder and CEO of the telecommunications industry giant TCI before his death 2 years ago. His wife Sharon has carried on the racing tradition by remaining the largest breeder of Arabian racehorses in the USA. We're in the winner's circle here at Los Alamitos with Mai Tai Merv in the Mirage Handicap.
Some athletes don't care about endorsements. Some athletes don't care how many fans they have or what kind of shoes they wear. Some athletes don't even care if they're televised coast to coast. They just want to run. The Triple Crown takes a lot of heart, but at the ticket booth, they don't take American Express. Visa, proud to be the sponsor of the Visa Triple Crown Challenge.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At National Car Rental, we believe that when it comes to renting a car, there's really only one place to go. Because at most major airports in America, National gets you in your car and on the road fast. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. National Car Rental.
Women's Golf Elite gather to battle it out. Can one of the new guard bring home the prize again, or will 4-time runner-up Nancy Lopez finally kiss the cup? The 1998 U.S. Women's Open. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 on ESPN.
National Car Rental Racehorse Digest is being brought to you by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. By the American Quarter Horse Association, serving the American quarter horse racing industry and America's horse. And the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Get away from the ordinary and discover the extraordinary Las Vegas. Call your travel agent today. In our Brookside News Thoroughbred section, well, last year's Belmont Stakes and Haskell Invitational winner Touch Gold made his 1998 debut a winning one this past Sunday at Churchill Downs. It's his first start since finishing 9th in last fall's Breeders' Cup Classic. Touch Gold, now trained by Pat Byrne for owner Frank Stronach and ridden for the first time by Pat Day, won the race by almost 3 lengths in 1:34, a fifth of a second off the Churchill track record for a mile. Also at Churchill Downs this past weekend, steeplechase racing legend Lonesome Glory made his 1998 season debut a successful one for owner Kay Jeffords. The 10-year-old took the top prize, the $100,000 hard scuffle steeplechase at the Downs. Lonesome Glory is a 4-time Eclipse Award winner. Well, Saturday night, the American Championship Harness Series returns to ESPN2. It's fireworks at the Meadowlands. 4 live races, including eliminations for the $1 million Meadowlands Pace. It all starts at 10:30 Eastern Saturday night on ESPN2 American Championship Harness Series live. And earlier on Saturday evening on ESPN2 at 6:30 Eastern, it's the NTRA 2-day at the races Holiday Stakes racing action from New Jersey, Louisiana, Texas, and Iowa. Wish you and yours a very safe and happy July 4th weekend. Happy birthday, America. We'll see you at 5 o'clock Wednesday on the Racehorse Digest. Ground transportation provided by National Car Rental. For worldwide reservations, call 1-800-CAR-RENT. Skip away, the #1 thoroughbred in America. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Give him a kiss, Carolyn.